welcome back, and with us live still here in the studio. Very honored to be having our prominent guest, Dr. Zeinab Nawar, and she is economic lecturer at one of the most prominent universities in Cairo here, and we talking about the establishment of a new Suez Canal in 2014. Of course, as we were talking about establishing or expanding the number of standard ships and everything, how does the Suez Canal revenue, which is expected to reach about $13 billion in 2023, estimated, of course, a number, how will that affect the Egyptian national income, do you think?
Of course, when you just work on one of the most important sources of revenue for the Egyptian budget, which is the income that is coming from the Suez Canal, this means a lot. Yani, we do hope that we can meet the revenue that's coming out from the Suez Canal is to reach this amount, because when we have more revenue as a source of income for our Egyptian budget, this means the provision of more services. So when we are talking about creating more revenues, we're talking about working on a lot of reform for infrastructure projects, for more creation of income. This means that I'm going as a government to take this income and to put it also in different types of services, and this is what we truly need. So if we are able truly to achieve this huge income from the Suez Canal, this of course will mean two things. Number one, more incomes and revenue going into our Egyptian budget. This means more services could be directed to the education or health services, and this is what we truly need here in Egypt. And another aspect, that part of this revenue also can be again injected and being put back into the Suez Canal itself for more reform and for more also infrastructure projects that will bring more ships and bring more economic activities into the region, into the economic zone region. So of course, creating more revenue means that you are going to create more and more and more income and revenue, and it depends on how smart is the government to use this amount of money. So this is very important, and we hope that we can reach this income given what we have in the coronavirus and all of these consequences.
It will take its time.
This degree of uncertainty. Still, we have a degree of uncertainty worldwide, and the change in the economies and the change in the hubs worldwide.
And the world is expecting a third wave, the Delta variant.
Yes,
and
yes,
you know, it's even Egypt is safe here, but other countries
are not safe, unfortunately.
But speaking about the maritime transport movement that is going to be developed highly by this particular project, how do you see the future of developing of maritime transport movement, and also the rates of international trade exchange after implementing the Belt and Road Initiative?
We do hope that the Belt and Road Initiative would be implemented successfully, because yes, it's something that is planned and something that we are hoping to happen. But given the international consequences of coronavirus and all of this is changing in the world, changing world, and changing in even the powers and all of this type of agreement that is happening now. So we do hope for this initiative to work. But if we are going to judge what is going is right now, I see as an economist, it is a very huge transformation for the Egyptian ports and for the maritime sector in Egypt. It is very important, and also the type of reform that the maritime sector is witnessing these days, and also for the Egyptian ports, is totally new. There is a vision, there is a strategy, a lot of projects, infrastructure projects, also type of other projects like to train those who are working in ports, also to work on less time for providing services, what we call one-stop shop for the ports. The technology now and the new means of technology that most of the ports are now adapting. So all of this is creating a totally new age for ports, for some of our ports. And of course, other ports are now in the plan for more reform. But what had been achieved so far is an excellent effort. at least you are guaranteeing that you are maintaining again your position in terms of competition. If other means or other countries are looking to other projects to compete with the Suez Canal and to compete with the Egyptian port, at least you are working and you are doing your best, and also you are doing huge changes to maintain your position, which is very important. Because if you didn't do these projects, if you didn't do these advancements, this means that the ships and the shipping lines will go to other ports and will go to other waterways, and now for Egypt we will lose part of our revenue. If we are talking about the revenue, and the income is going into the budget, the Egyptian budget. So again, what we are doing now is excellent, and we need to continue on this. And also we need to work on the part of provision of services, how you attract more shipping lines, not only just they to pass through the Suez Canal or just to come to the Egyptian ports to get and to put goods and products. No, it's about getting services, getting proper services, ships coming to you to get services in their long way and long distances from a country to another. So this is what will create the edge, and this is what will create the guarantee to get more income and more revenue into our budget.
True. Also speaking about the new Suez Canal as a mega project, like all the mega projects that have been done by the Egyptian administration according to the directive of President Sisi, but this one is very special when we talk about it. It is a little bit distinctive compared to other projects. Why? It's very dear to the hearts of Egyptian and to the heart of President El-Sisi, because he thought on one of, it was at a very critical time Egypt was going, and he had the courage to take the decision, because he said in one of the interviews that I was establishing this new mega project to bring all Egyptians together, to form a solid ground of solidarity and unite all Egyptians after they were dissected by that particular dark phase that Egypt was going through. By having to share in this project and buying some shares. It was an epic of solidarity that is unprecedented, and you can never imagine it unless you feel it and you participate in it yourself. We Egyptians have seen it. So talk to us about this particular project, bringing all Egyptians in an epic of solidarity together.
Yes, I remember now the time that when the Egyptians started to put part of their money in terms of shares and going into the Egyptian banks. It was amazing that time. And also, you feel so proud, and you see that.
And you also gathered millions in only 1 week.
In only 1 week, yes. It also tells to what extent as Egyptians we can do a lot. If we have this type of that we do believe of what we are going to do, and you believe that you are going to build your country, and you are going to finance one of the most important projects through Egyptian 100% Egyptian incomes and Egyptian pounds, and no need for any foreigners or no need for foreign aid. This is very important, and this is the unique of these mega projects. You are doing a lot of important projects. You are building the country using the Egyptians' money. We don't need any
a project totally 100%
Egyptian, and we don't need what we call financial aid and this type of aid coming from different countries, which means that you will have other constraints with them. Or of course the international organizations, they do support us when they gave us the loan from the IMF. So it was a partial support in a way or another. But again, most of the projects, most of the mega projects, the Suez Canal, especially the Suez Canal, it had been established and built by the Egyptians themselves. So we are so proud of this, and it was very important to be done like this at that time, that particular time, especially that particular time where we had to give a lot of messages to out there, and also we had to give a lot of messages to the different international institutions that we as Egyptians, we are still able and capable to do a lot, and we will build our country. And
hopefully, inshallah, we will always be able to do that. on that very optimistic note, we're going to be ending it here. Of course, Dr. Zeinab Nawar, we're very delighted to have you this morning. You are an economic lecturer at one of the prominent universities in Cairo. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
And we're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the breakfast show, so stay with us.